What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Today I wanted to talk about 30-second build timers in Mastery Mode. So we are on the Unholy Catacombs, Chaos 3, and as you see, this particular Mastery map, you have to complete each build phase in under 30 seconds, don't build more than one of a specific defense, and no defenses are sold or destroyed. Now, at first, a few notes on Mastery in general. Of course, your gear and your Ascension is scaled down. So, like in this case, I'm in Chaos 7 gear. Wouldn't matter if I'm in Chaos 6 gear. It's getting scaled down to a Chaos 3 appropriate Mastery level. My Ascension is all gone. There's 0 Ascension that's being applied here. So even though I'm 4,000 Ascension, it doesn't matter as none of it is affecting any of the towers. Now, with that in mind, shards do count, and mods do count, so you always want to make sure you have all the right shards that you need before you attempt Mastery Mode. Now, the very first step for any of these 30-second build timer maps is to come into the map, start it up, and ignore that 30-second build timer and get an idea of what you want your build to look like. This is very important, because if you can't picture what it's going to look like when it's done in your head, you're not going to succeed the map. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this tick away and not even care, and kind of put together a little build that I think will work in this particular map. Now, we do have 3 flyer lanes, so I am going to go with a Skyguard here. Now, of course, this particular map, it's no more than one of each defense, which, you know, obviously that can be quite a challenge. However, we can still easily get this done. Now we're going to move over to this lane, and I'm going to do a little spawn camp here with a Flame Aura and a Lightning Strike Aura. We'll move right on over to this lane, and we'll go with, say, a Weapon Manufacturer. Now I'm going to go ahead and take full advantage of all 3 nodes on this Weapon Manufacturer, just because I can only get one of them down, so why the heck not? And then last but not least, we'll come over to this lane and we'll get a Fisher down. Now this is going to give me a little upfront damage, allow me to clear the pack out, and this really is what I'm looking to get done before the build timer starts, or pardon me, before the combat phase would start. Of course, it says your build segments have to be under 30 seconds. It doesn't say you can't build during combat phase. So your goal right before you come in to start the map is going to be to get a basic setup down, and if there's time available, to get your deck swapped out to something else. So let's go ahead and throw in a Squire, an Abyss Lord, and say a Mystic on top of it all. And that's going to allow me to put down a few more defenses, as no more than one of each, so of course I can't do any more stuff. Now let's see, let's go ahead and go with, say, a Viper, and we'll have it kind of as last resort, covering both of those 2 lanes. Then we'll go with a Ramster, and you know what, I think I'm just going to put the Ramster like straight down the middle. I think straight down the middle would be a good choice. And then we've got our lovely, lovely Ballistas on the Squire, which I'm going to use, and let's say we put one of those covering, you know what, let's just put it up top here. We'll have it covering these 2 lanes as well, so we'll do something along the lines of maybe something like that. So that's going to give me a nice little bit of last resort in. Now, of course, I've only spent 400, or not even 390 DU, and I'm going to need more defenses to put down. Now, just finishing with an Ancient Power reset, I just don't have a whole lot of stuff all decked out and ready to go yet. So let's take a look at what I can use. I do have Proton Beams, so I could get maybe a Proton Beam. I could actually do a really, really long one and have it perhaps cover 2 lanes. And looking at what I've got right here, I would say this is probably my weakest lane, having just the Fisher. So I would want to get some proton action in starting here maybe. And why not go something... I mean, we could have it go just crazy all over the place, because proton beams, of course, you can get lots and lots of nodes. So, I mean, we could even do something like that, and that's still going to count as 1 defense for that lane. Now, this would be something I added in after Wave 2, or maybe even after Wave 3, but it's given me a general picture of what I think the map should look like. Now, this particular map we can upgrade, but we can't have any defenses sold or destroyed, so even going with a little light on the DU defenses, but upgrading the stuff is going to give you lots and lots of benefit. Let's take a look and see if there's anything else we can sneak in here. Like I said, right now I've got the challenge of just not having many defenses geared back up yet and ready to go. To be honest with you, that is it. That is just all I've got right now at the moment, just finishing up with that ancient power. So this is a general idea of what I want the map to look like once I'm all done. So now I'm going to go ahead and restart the map and come in fresh. Alright, so we are back into a fresh map, Chaos 3 Mastery Unholy Catacombs, and I went on and got my hero deck set back up for what I want to do during the initial build phase, and as I kind of pictured in my head when we were just going through as a practice setup, I want a Flame Aura and Lightning Strike Aura there, I want a 3-node weapon manufacturer there, and I want a Lavamancer Fisher over here. Now, remember, I cannot sell any defenses. No defenses sold or destroyed. However, I can upgrade defenses. The most important thing is when you are ready to go and you're about to start is be where you want to build your first tower. I am going to build my first tower right here. I'm going to get the initial setup on each lane, and if there's enough time left, I'll go ahead and swap my deck around to get things squared away. So let's go ahead and get things started here. We're going to start off with that Skyguard right here. Then we're going to go to Flame Aura, Lightning Strike Aura. Going to move right over here for a 3-node weapon manufacturer. And then, last but not least, looks like we're just going to have a few seconds left before we get that Fisher down. So I am not going to bother swapping my deck. I'm just going to go ahead and get things started and start using up some of this mana on getting my upgrade train in place. Now, this particular map has caused many people quite a few problems. On the same note, it's also one of the easiest maps to see anything that has made it past. It's very easy to see any mobs that have kind of made it up through your initial line of defenses, so make sure you are getting to where you need to be to dish out an appropriate amount of pain to get all these baddies wrecked up. And we are going to just go ahead and manually smoke all of these guys until I can get a few more ups. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get another up on that Fisher right now here. Actually, we can take it all the way up right now. We've got plenty of time here. Now, another thing to remember is your Ascension is being scaled down as well. So, in like the case here with my Nuke Monk, the only piece of gear I ever put any hero health on is my weapon. So all of my Ascension is gone, and my Ascension is normally where I would rely on my Monk for hero health. So let's go ahead and get our deck swapped up. We wanted a Squire, then we want a Ramster, and then we want that Mystic. So keeping an eye on the timer here, we've got 20 seconds left. Let's go ahead and throw that Ramster down right there. And then, you know what, let's put the Snake and the Ballista both up top. We'll go with a Snake, say like that. We'll go ahead and just get the wave started here. And then let's get the Ballista over this way. Say something like that. Now, as soon as this Ballista is done being built, I'll go ahead and swap back over to my DPS. And once again, get the upgrades flowing, as the more upgrades on this particular map, since we are allowed to upgrade them, the better off we're going to be. See, the Fisher is still just not quite getting the job done on quite a few of the mobs on this lane. So I am going to have to keep an eye on that one. I think this Weapon Man lane has got the crowd control in the mix as well, so that should be the easiest one. And then I believe this Flame Aura Fisher, or pardon me, this Flame Aura Lightning Strike lane will be able to get the job done over here. I just need to get an appropriate level of upgrades on them. So as I was saying about the hero health, just remember to keep an eye on your stats as your Ascension will be going away. So if you're in a situation like I am here, where I completely rely on my Ascension for any particular stat, remember that stat is going to be gone. So definitely keep an eye out for that, like particularly if, you know, you're in Chaos 5 or higher and there's going to be assassins. And then now, last but not least, we want to go ahead and proton the world. So let's get that proton action started here. And what did I want to do? I think I came up with, what, something like this to go 2 lanes? Something like that, maybe? Looking good. And we've got some time left still. Let's go and spam some upgrades. We will get it started right at the end here. And then off to kill our buddy Slakelion and get the rest of these upgrades in place. Now that Fisher lane is without a doubt my weak lane. There's just lots of mobs pushing up through there, so, you know, knowing is half the battle. Let's get up here and get these mobs wrecked. Looking good. And we're doing pretty darn good now. Did I get that Fisher? Yeah, that Fisher's upgraded all the way, but just not giving me enough power to get the job done there. So I think what I will do is just kind of chillax over here and just watch the other lanes. Now I can't expect that Ogre just to get right on through there. So let's give a little help to the Ogre. There we go. And then Tuskar as well. Might as well give these weapon mans a little bit of help against Tuskar. So there we go. Wave 3 down. Wave 4 commencing. And now, of course, it's just a matter of getting through the rest without doing something like accidentally selling something, or accidentally repairing if it's a no repair, or accidentally upgrading if it's a no upgrade. And really, I think that is one of the biggest challenges people face is, you know, it's a good habit to upgrade during waves. It's a good habit to repair your defenses. So once that good gameplay becomes a habit to you, then you can find yourself very easily messing those things up on mastery mode. Well, let's see, we are looking pretty good now. I think I'm just gonna stay over here and just continue to dish it out here. You have a big old flyer pack coming. Give that Skyguard a little bit of help. In fact, I should have thrown more ups on that Skyguard. Let's go ahead and get it all the way jacked up here. Make sure our Skyguard is good and extra juicy to get these mobs killed. We've got a Drakenlord here. Now, of course, I did bring Burning Strikes. You're going to have to be prepared for the Drakenlord. As we all know, he can be a pain in the butt, so have that Huntress in your deck, or have the Burning Strike Shard if you've got Burning Strikes, and then it just makes it just trivial dealing with it. And there we go, wave 4 complete, and now it is all up to wave number 5. Let's do it. See, what about Slakelion here? Yeah, Slakelion is making the rounds. Let's just go ahead and put the smackdown on him. And then we've got what? We've got Geodes pushing through. Deal with that Geode as well. 300 mobs left, and we've got 5 more stars. Still haven't lost a star, so we are in great shape. 100% the 30-second build timers are just knowing what defenses, what you want to place and where. If you know what you want to place and where, it's just a matter of practice. Come in and practice it a few times. The good thing about it is, it's all about that first wave. If you can get through the first wave, then you're going to complete the mastery. So, you know right away whether you won or lost, so it's something that's very easy to practice up as well as you can. Just start it right away. You know, you'll be 30 seconds in if you mess things up. So just go ahead and restart the map from there. And there we go. There is a little daily mission complete, as well as we've got 5 new stars in mastery mode with a 30-second build timer that think fast. So that will do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe, and I will be back soon with more Dungeon Defenders 2. Thanks again. I'll see ya.